about the town. The city's getting a bit famous for the old ruins and the like that litter the surrounding countryside. So we've been seeing a steady stream of adventuring types coming in for a while now. They're all here to try and strike it rich off of undiscovered treasures in the wilds. Hunting for fat loot, they call it. Well, I don't know what they see in chasing after oversized loots, but their presence has also brought a lot of new merchants to the city. I sure won't complain. Business has never been better. If you're looking for one, a few might be resting in the plaza. I bet most of them will take to the city's biggest pub though. It's never too hard to sell those wandering types a little bit of liquid pleasure. Whoa. Even I go in there for a little nip every now and then. The more faithful will probably be hanging out at the city chapel. We do get a few like that now and then on a pilgrimage or quest to find old holy relics, or praise be to seekers and all that, of course. You might check out the Adventurers Guild proper too. They're in charge of making the exploration efforts, making sure the exploration efforts aren't a total bedlam. They even succeed sometimes. Now keep in mind that these places are only open at certain times. For example, the pub only opens in the evening. We're pretty much open all the time though, the guild, master's quarters, whatever they call it. Wait, if you're always open, how do you find time to visit the pub? For that matter, when do you go home? Little Missy, if you had the kind of wife I do, you'd be at work or in the sauce at all hours too. Forget I asked. If there's anything you don't know, just ask. I didn't want to do that. Skip. Not reading that again. Unknown items. Now if you go dungeon diving, you'll find lots of stuff, which you won't be able to identify at first. In particular, I'll bet my hat that you'll find a lot of what are commonly called mystery ingredients by the adventurers. At first you'll probably be tearing your hair out over all the junk you keep finding in those places, but as your merchant level goes up, you'll be able to sort out the stuff you find and pick the best materials and whatnot from the lot. Oh, and if you manage to get out of those death traps safely, you'll have time to identify everything safely. That means you won't know what you're carrying until you leave though. So you have to level up your merchant level to know what you've even collected in the dungeons. I think there's a level 2 for when you go into dungeons. I don't know what they call it, adventurer level maybe? I'm not sure. Let's see when we get there. About fusion. Once a few merchant levels are under your belt, you'll be able to fuse items here at the guild hall. There's quite a few items you can only get by using fusion, so I'd get real familiar with that furnace if I were you. Crafting, basically. Remember, what you put in affects what you get out of fusion. If you put in some materials of, say, +2 quality, then you'll get an item of similar quality as a result. Keep an eye on what you're fusing too. You don't want to waste good materials on some mediocre thing you can just buy somewhere. Another thing to keep in mind, it can be real tempting to keep your best quality items to yourself for personal use. But your customers know quality goods when they see them, and you'll earn a lot of respect if you sell top shelf merchandise. There's a couple of stages to what you can pull off with fusion as you pick up some merchant levels, so experiment and be sure to come back here often to see what you can make. Is that everything? Looks like it, okay. Right then, will that be all? Yep, this is perfect. We shall return when our stocks run low again. Haha, I'm looking forward to it. Here, a little something extra as a startup gift. Gave me a half-eaten piece of walnut bread. Yay, walnut bread. Thanks a bunch. Dick, you already took a bite out of it, but we'll sell it anyway. Alright, little lady, give him your all. Capitalism, ho! Well, Adam Smith would be proud of us at any rate. Alright, let's go back to the store and sell this stuff that we've got. What'd she say? Very well, it is time to give you a crash course on the basics of running an item shop. Okay, what do I do first? First, we need to put some items on display. If we do not have our goods out for people to see, we can hardly expect the customers to buy them after all. So I just need to get near these counters. Just so. Once you know where you wish to place something, choose what you wish to place in that spot by pressing the primary button, which is the Z or Z key for you Americans. Primary button? What's that? You'll understand when you try it, trust me. Now remember, what you place will affect how people perceive the store, so think carefully before you place something. Right. Now then, to start off, why not line up what we purchased on one of the counters? Okay. What will we put in the front window? A sword? Uh-oh. Recette, may I speak with you a moment? You fucked up, Recette. Take that away. Sure, what is it? Those counters by the window. Items you place there are visible to anyone passing by on the street. As such, putting eye-catching items, the sort of thing that makes you think, I want to buy this more than anything in the world, on those counters is a core principle of running a shop like this. In a very real way, those counters are the face of the shop, and what is placed there greatly affects interest in our business, so choose what to place there very, very carefully. Wow, I never thought about it like that. Okay, I'll be careful. Well, how many items do I even have? Put a glove up there. People like gloves. Some clothes. People like wearing clothes. A raincoat. Leather armor. Or walnut bread. Half-eaten walnut bread. I'm gonna put a raincoat. It looks good. Oh, leather armor's 500 though. Maybe I'll put the raincoat. Put some clothes here and bread. Put some clothes there. Clothes there. Is that everything? I think so. I have 7 items. Alright, that should do for displaying our wares. Are you sure it doesn't look dumb? Do not worry, everything looks good enough for your first attempt. Now I need to teach you how to actually sell things. Please go sit at the counter. Righto.